You know, as a society at large, we often get caught up defending things that are just what is familiar to us. And I see this pretty much right across society. There's three things that I think that are old technology that will soon be proven that they're not for everybody. And we've somehow duped ourselves into thinking that this is the one and only way we can do things. One, marriage. I don't think marriage is for everybody. I think that if you look at the stats, there's a great New York divorce lawyer he's been doing it for, I don't know, decades. And he was talking about a stat that 51% of marriages get divorced. And of the remaining 49, he was thinking around 50% don't have the money or aren't brave enough to actually leave the divorce, which means that marriage works 25% of the time. And I've tried, and it didn't work for me. And somehow society thinks that in order to live a fulfilled life, you must have that life partner. I disagree. Bill Maher did a comedy skit on this, and he said that it's funny, when I meet a married couple, usually the female comes to me and says, "Oh, Shane, you're not in a relationship. Let me find somebody to put you together with." And he's like, I think that's rude, because I don't go to married people and go, "Shane, you're in a couple. Let me get you out of here. You need to be more single." So that's the first one. I think it's old technology. Two, resilience. We often want to talk about how it's important to be resilient and how it's important to have grit. And it's really important that you bring all your energy. And it's almost like when you talk about it, it's like getting prepared for battle, because it has to be hard, because resilience and grit is not about imagination, possibility, just like futures that are exciting. Resilience and grit is about you have to really push yourself through the process of responding and recovering to a system to keep the system moving. I think resilience is on its way out as well. And three, and this one might, if you haven't been triggered already, is alcohol. I think alcohol is old technology. I think the idea of drinking alcohol has become so normal that we advertise it everywhere, but alcohol causes massive problems. It's poison. Think about anything that Andrew Huberman is talking about, a brain scientist from Stanford. And you realize that we've just been duped into the idea of thinking alcohol is the only way that we can kind of change our brain waves. So many new things that we can do that with. And you can see, I watched a documentary the other day, Soho in London, quiet after 9 o'clock because the younger generation aren't drinking anymore. The older generation are keeping that world alive. And unfortunately, the uneducated and marketing companies that are marketing to those poor people, you've got a lot to answer to. Either way, old technologies, stop defending them. They're not there forever. They were there from the past. Marriage, resilience, and alcohol. It's time to let go of them.